Hello dear SAP friends and SAP colleagues, welcome to another video of the YouTube channel dedicated to SAP. In this video I would like to show you how you can analyze runtime errors, or as they are called in SAP, dumps, and let's not lose any time and jump into the system. So as you can see, I've already logged myself into the system and I have already opened my local objects, and basically I have created a small program with a few mistakes here for this video, and the program is called zdump. And as you can see, this is the program. I will open it for changes, and as you can see we have here three errors here, which are, so to say, with purpose there, and we would like now to see how the program is actually going to be executed with them. First of all, I want to point out that if I now click on check the syntax, if I want to check the syntax, there are no mistakes. So basically we have no mistake and we are able to activate the program, right? And that's what I'm going to do now. I have activated the program and I'm going now to execute it. And this is it. This is how a dump or runtime error is looking. And we have here some informations. Now this is in German and you have to read that. This is the short text here, the first one. What has happened? We have the analysis of the mistake, and there are some other informations here as well as the code and where exactly the problem has occurred. With these arrows here, it is the place where exactly the problem has occurred. Okay, so if I go what we have actually read here, where the short text is, we read here that the field symbol is not assigned. And why is this so? Okay, so now I close the transaction SC80, so we're going to open it once again. The program. And now we're going to analyze it. And as you can see, our problem was here, where this writer was. And basically, what the problem is that we try to write the value, so to say, actually it can be number, but the value of this field, from this field symbol, but the field symbol would be at first would be assigned where the loop is. So basically this field symbol hasn't been assigned yet. And for this reason we're just going to copy this or to cut it. Let's cut it and just paste it here. And now if we activate the program once again and execute it, you see that now we have a problem, another problem, which is actually the division with 0. And the problem now in the code is at another place, and it is not the row 19, this time is the 27th row. And now we're going to check it once again, to analyze it. We open the transaction once again, SC80, the ABAP workbench, and basically we need the program once again, and here we have the 27th row where we divide. What actually is happening here? Well, basically we describe here this table, the lines of it, into a variable, into LV lines. Then we clear it, and basically then we divide with this LV lines, which is not okay. And for this reason, what we need here is to open the program. We definitely don't need this one here. This is a mistake here. And we can say as well, if LV lines is not initial, basically means that the LV lines, there is a number there is something there, it's not 0, then we would be, then we can divide. And this clear, we remove it. Let's check what is happening now. We save, we activate, we execute. And now we have another problem with the string. The string which is not as a number to be interpreted. Basically, this is something very common in ABAP, I think. The problem with the strings, and in every language actually, the types are very important. And now we have problem on the 32nd row. Let's see what is going on there. So we are trying here to write string into lvint, and lvint is here declared as integer. And basically we want to write something which has no number, has no values in it. It is just a string as text. And there are two options which are very common and very useful at this point. We can, the first option is to say this is string, or the second option is to use the inline declaration and say here lv as well. I mean, we are able to make it like just like this. I'm sure you know what inline declaration is. For those who don't know, basically you don't need to declare it here, and you can declare it where it would be used, and this way the variable which has been declared would actually take the type of the needed type, the type that it is needed here. And now if I save this and execute and activate it first, we have now, yeah, now you see that, well, the text here is saying that the lvint has been already declared, and we want actually to change this. And the problem is now that we have lvint here and lvint here once again, and we are going to remove the inline declaration, but this was a good test. We're going to save this, activate it, and execute. And this was it. Now we have all these text, all the things that we needed. And there is one more thing which I want to show you. There is one more transaction, and it is the SM37. With this transaction, you're able to see which jobs has been totally executed or are active, I mean are executed now, or have actually run into an error or had dump. And basically now we're going to say that we want to see only those who actually have runtime error problem. And it is today the 2nd December, and basically this is the user who has executed, this is my user who has executed these jobs, and now we're going just to say show me, but there are no such, or let's check it. Yeah, you know what, actually there is a reason why we are not able to see this, and it is good that this is happening once again. I was too fast. Basically, if we now say once again, from SM37, guys, you are able to observe the all the jobs that has been executed or are executed on the system, but they should not be executed online here from here. And the way to execute a program in the background, as SAP calls it, is actually, but at first I would like to change here the string to integer, I mean the type to integer again, because we want to see an error. And from then we should activate this program. Well, basically, if you want to execute the program in the background, as SAP calls it, you have to open another transaction, which is called the SE38. The SE38. And here you have to write the program that you want to execute. And there is from program, execute, and then background. You are able now to actually plan this program. It can be executed at this moment, but it can actually execute it in the future, and you can actually set this like in 2 hours or tomorrow at a specific time. But basically you want to execute it now in the background, and it has been started, and the program is not going to take long. So now if I go to the SM37 transaction, where we can observe all the jobs and all the programs that are executed on the system, and if I now click on execute, we'll basically see that there is the ZTIM program has been executed exactly now, and it hasn't taken any time actually, as you can see, which cannot really be true, but this is a second, so basically the program has took like milliseconds, a few milliseconds to run into this mistake. And now if we go to job log, and then, so basically we need this one, and you're able here to see the same explanation or runtime error that SAP has already produced automatically for us because of the mistake. And this is very important actually. The first thing which is very important are the runtime errors, the dumps, then how you can plan a program into the background so you can save all this, what is going on. And you should not execute the program online. I mean, if you execute it online, you're not able to observe then the runtime errors, and now you can actually observe the error. And what we're going to do lastly here for today is we're going to say here once again, this is string. We're going to activate the program. Now we're going to execute it, but now once again, if I go now to SM38 and refresh this page, there is no new execution which has been so to say written on the protocol. And now if we go to SM37, sorry, to SE37, and we execute this program once again, you should be careful, not from this button, but you should go to Program, Execute, and then Background. Simultaneously do this, please. The job has been planned in the background. Now we go to the protocol, and as you can see, our program has actually now been completed, which the green here means complete. And it hasn't taken again any seconds, it is milliseconds that has took, and we have spool as well now, right? So basically, if you have a problem, you don't have spool here, you have the job log and the mistake. And now if I click 2 times on the right one, I mean the executed one without the mistake, and I click on the spool, you have some more details here to the spool. So basically, this is what you have obtained from the program, what the program has returned, you have it in the spool. So this was it for today, actually. So guys, this was it for today. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. This is something very useful if you are a developer on the SAP system, and if you don't know this, but I think that this would be actually hard to achieve. You have to know how to cope with mistakes in the programs, and this is something very important. It is very important also that a lot of the programs are in the SAP systems are run, most of the programs are run into the background, because they're parts of the so-called batch networks, which are run in the nights or in the night, and they are automatically, so to say, started, and they do protocol, and they write protocols, and basically SM37, SM38, these are transactions which are very useful, because the programs are executed, you have problems, and the people are coming on the next day, and they see that there have been problems, they need to analyze them, and through SM37, SM38, you are able to do this. But of course, you are able to use these transactions as I've shown you. So thank you once again for your attention. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope that it was helpful for you. I wish you all the best, and stay tuned, guys. Goodbye.